my name is Beck and thank you so much for tuning in. What do these words have to do with play? Stay tuned to find out. In the 21st century, we are surrounded by technology and it can be so difficult to find those moments to encourage play with our kids and for our kids to explore through play. Now, this is just my opinion as a mum of two, but also as a primary school teacher. The first reason why play is so important is play allows our kids to process the world around them, and this can come through the very simple form of role play. Through role playing, it provides a safe environment for our kids to explore, to analyze, and to connect with things that are happening in their own world. It can also challenge their own understanding of why and how things happen, and because it's a safe environment, they're allowed to process and connect with what is happening. In our lives, this was a really clear-cut, simple thing that Amira did when Zoe was first born. She decided to role play the act of breastfeeding. She was trying to understand it, she was curious why it happened and how it happened, and so she would take any toy around her and breastfeed them the way that I would feed Zoe. She would reenact every word I said, every action I did, and it was her way of trying to figure out why it was happening. Now, this role play provided such an amazing opportunity for me to speak into Amira's life and to tell her why we breastfed, the fact that I breastfed her when she was a baby, the fact that as you get older, you change from breast milk to cow's milk, and where does cow's milk come from? It comes from cows. And where do we buy cow's milk? From the shops. And this whole domino effect of role playing allows our kids to connect with the world they live in. They don't know this information. They're just trying to absorb it like a sponge. My second point is it allows kids to process their feelings and emotions. Especially as a 3-year-old, Amira doesn't really understand why she's feeling the specific way. She doesn't have the words to identify her emotions and her feelings. She just knows that they happen. And so play is a great way for her to explore these emotions, how they occur, and how she can best deal with them. This is evident when Amira decides to reenact situations that have happened between me as mum and her as the child with her toys. She will talk to them the way that I've spoken to her, which is a great way to just pause and reflect on my parenting strategy, and then to speak into how Amira can be processing those emotions. So sometimes I'd have to say, now don't forget to say I love you after that. Or to say, Amira, we need to make sure that we use kind words when we say things to our friends, which are her toys. So it's a great way to model the desired outcome through play. Point number 3 is play is so good for evoking the imagination, allowing kids to take risks, and most of all, to problem solve. Now, this is one area that I can see a huge difference as a primary school teacher. The kids who aren't having an enriched play-based childhood, you can see that in their schoolwork. It comes out through their academics. Fostering an imagination through play comes across when they are writing in English and they're doing their stories. Being able to problem solve like they do when they're making constructions or doing puzzles and those sorts of activities comes through when they are faced with a challenge in life, and knowing that a challenge just isn't a roadblock, things just don't stop. They have to figure out other alternatives to get there. And most of all, play helps kids to take risks. It shows them that it's okay to make mistakes. Things are going to collapse, things are going to break, things aren't going to work out, but we can start again. Just like when we're doing an art piece, if something doesn't happen, we can grab another piece of paper. We can reflect, we can learn, and we can try again. And all these basic life skills come from play. Now, don't get me wrong, as a mom of 2, there is definitely a time and place for technology. I know technology has kept my sanity, and it's definitely an important life skill for our kids to have living in the 21st century. But play still needs to be part of childhood. I know there are many of a time where I am having to reflect and making sure that I'm giving Amira and Zoe enough play in their life. And it is really important that you are invited into their play area. If they're role playing something, don't just barge in and take control of that situation. Ask for them to say, hey mummy, hey daddy, come play with me, or come have cups of tea, or come play trains, whatever the activity is. You can steer the conversation to enrich it with knowledge and life skills and all those sorts of good things as we do as parents. But definitely be invited to the play situation. Play helps kids to connect, to analyze, to discover, to take risks, to make changes, to negotiate, to develop social skills, to learn what is right, what is wrong, and to be resilient. And it shouldn't be overlooked just because technology is at our fingertips and so easy to reach. But remember, this parenting gig doesn't come with a rule book. We only have each other. So I would love for you to comment below what your favorite play activity is and what your kids love to do at home. If you've liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button if you haven't done so already to become part of our YouTube family. And I'll see you in the next video.